Are you interested in joining the MHS1 and Mainstream News team? Scan the QR code on your screen to fill out the application and sign up for the audio-video production course.
Coming up on MHS1.
We meet our Teacher of the Year.
We get to know our broadcasting boys.
And more.
And it's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Friday, February 9th. I'm Tyler Killian.
And I'm Champ Presley, and you're watching MHS1. In downtown McKinney, there are tons of new renovations happening, one of which is the new City Hall. Kate Britt and Angeline Briner bring us more.
McKinney City Hall has been using the same building since 1988. However, this year, construction has finally been set into motion and work has been officially started on the new building, combining all the city's municipal buildings into one.
So McKinney has needed a new city hall for a long time. We're a growing city. We're about 215,000 population today. We've been looking to build a new city hall probably for well over 20 years. And it's just been a matter of finding the right location and coming up with the plans that suit the needs of McKinney today and in the future. As we grow, we're going to be near 400,000 people in McKinney, and that means we have a lot of needs in terms of city services that come with office space and employees to accommodate the citizens. So it's been needed for a long time, and we're finally getting around to getting it built. Well, first and foremost, we're going to be moving across Highway 5. So that really will change a population center in downtown. We're going to have over 300 employees in City Hall, and rather than being right here in downtown, it's going to extend across Highway 5, which will hopefully extend our downtown and take it across the highway so that we can start to see more restaurants and retail on that side of town. That being said, we're still going to be really close to the square, so we'll still be shopping and grabbing coffee and lunch. We're planning on construction being completed in October of this year, so the building will be substantially complete. We won't move over to the new City Hall probably until January of next year. That'll give us time to finish up all of the punch list items and get everyone moved over with all of their equipment.
This change is said to bring a new set of efficiency to McKinney. It is also noted that there will now be more parking space for those who want to visit downtown. This has been Kate Britt and Angeline Brenner signing off on MHS1.
MHS students, a quick reminder to toss your trash at the conclusion of your lunch. Keep our school clean by using the designated bins. Let's create a positive, hygienic environment for all to learn and thrive. Thanks for doing your part. Go Lions!
Ever wonder who had an impact on the history of McKinney High School? Here to bring us more is Sophia Quintero and Kendall Ellison.
When we think of Black history, we usually think of the regulars like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Frederick Douglass. However, there's Black history everywhere, even here in McKinney. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled segregation illegal in the landmark case Brown versus the Board of Education. 8 years later, George Webb, superintendent of the McKinney ISD School Board, proposed to desegregate McKinney High.
President made the announcement, that Johnson gave us a certain length of time for all the schools to integrate. We did the first week that he did. We met at Fabian. Fabian was a high school then. And we met there and we had an executive session. We came out into the cafeteria. And the first thing I did, I made the motion before anybody could say anything else. And Mac Hill seconded it. And nobody objected. It passed. It was unanimous.
In order for desegregation to occur, brave individuals have to risk it all. We talked to Larry Jagers, one of the first Black students to attend McKinney High.
So how did you become one of the few of the students chosen to integrate the school?
Well, no one chose. We just, myself and two of my cousins, we were just sitting around and we were just talking about how we were dissatisfied with what we had to deal with, and we heard about and saw on the news back then integration that took place in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we had no idea really, and we just said, hey, let's go out to McKinney High, and we came out to McKinney High and just registered.
That brings me to, like, how did you and, like, the other black students support each other? Like,
well, with us just being the 9, and it's ironic that you say that for the simple fact when we came in, after we got our schedules, we never saw each other again on a daily basis for the most part. We communicated with each other after school. We became very close-knit anyway, but we became more so especially after we came here because it was just us.
The inequalities he faced at Doty inspired him to join the school board.
My vision of education now is that regardless of the individual, regardless of disabilities or handicaps or whatever the case may be with individuals, my incentive is for every student, regardless of who they are, to have the proper education and all the materials that are needed for them to be successful upon completing their 12 years in school.
It is hard to imagine a time where people couldn't get a quality education due to the color of their skin. However, thanks to brave men and women, we don't have to face these inequalities today. If you want to learn more about Black history in McKinney, go to mckinneyBHM.com.
Now here's Fine Arts in the Field with Charlie Taylor.
Hello McKinney High students, welcome to Fine Arts in the Field. Our Marquettes participated in the Crowd Pleasers contest and took home the overall Grand Champions Award. Here are the individual awards they placed as well. Congratulations to all the Marquettes. That's all for this week, Lions. Back to you guys at the desk.
Last week, our 2023-2024 Teacher of the Year was announced, Coach K. Here to bring us more is Lillian Kaiser.
The pattern for the second difference is +2, right?
On January 22nd, McKinney High School announced our Teacher of the Year. This year, that special winner is Mr. Elias Cuesta.
I am Coach Cuesta, and I teach algebraic reasoning. I was pretty shocked in the sense that I had no clue. 7:30 in the morning, you're teaching, you hear drums down the hallway. It's like, what is that? We have a fire drill or something? Something's going on? A fight? I don't know, but I was excited about it. It was humbling, very humbling. It was just kind of one of those surreal moments, like nobody really knew what was going on, and then they finally announced it, and everybody was clapping in the hallways, and I had some kids back here dancing, and then some people were like, what happened? To me, it's not about who won and who didn't win. It's just about what you do every single day. You are Teacher of the Year, because we have to show something that gives these kids a passion to come to school. We have to give these kids something to come to school to want to be looking forward to. And if that's the teacher that they care about the most and you want to be that person, just show up and keep doing what you're doing. Care for the kids and just make sure you show them that you want to be here for them. I think if you can find a relationship, it's all about relationships. If you can find a way to grasp any kind of content to make sense to a kid, and you get that aha moment, that's what makes you feel like you got something from it. So, and it's not easy. I mean, I teach a vast range of different types of kids that come from struggling backgrounds, kids that don't speak English, kids that may not care. And if you can find one little thing that you can relate with them, it makes them just want to try even harder. So that's one thing that I think I have a niche and I want to continue to do. And if I can do that every single day, I think that just makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm brought here to do by the God. So.
This has been Lillian Kaiser reporting for MHS1.
Now here's Jimmy McGowan with our sports update.
For this life I cannot change. It is deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy cane. Drop it top, pop it, let it rain. Been lost, been lanes, busting bills, but still ain't nothing changed. You in the mob, soon as you rock the chain, she caught the wave.
I'm Jimmy McGowan, and this is your MHS1 Sports Update. Our boys basketball team has officially made it to playoffs, winning against Denton Geyer and Prosper, placing them second in districts overall. This week, our girls basketball team finished their season with a win against Prosper. Tuesday, boys soccer won their game against Rock Hill 4-1. Tonight they will play away against Denton Guyer. Soccer won their game against Rock Hill 3-0. Tonight they will play Denton Guyer at home. Tonight, boys baseball will scrimmage away against Lovejoy at 7 p.m. Come support your Lions. Champ Presley and Charlie Taylor bring you a story about our new football coach, Nate Leonard.
On January 22nd, former MHS student Coach Leonard was announced as our new Director of Athletics and head football coach at MHS. We sat down with the McKinney High alum to get to know him better.
When I was a student here at McKinney High School, I was involved in a lot of different activities. That was like the mid-2000s, and I graduated in 2010. And I was involved in a lot, especially athletics. I was a multi-sport athlete. I was a football player, did track and field. I also power lifted. I wrestled, so I was all over the place all the time. I was also involved in some student organizations, so National Honor Society and different student clubs like that. And I just loved being a part of the McKinney Lion atmosphere and just loved being involved as much as I could be. So I graduated in 2010 from McKinney High School, and I signed to be a part of the very first football program at UTSA. So we redshirted in 2010, and our eligibility was from 2011 to 2014. You know, I just have such a special place in my heart for McKinney and McKinney High School. My parents moved me here when I was really, really young in the mid-90s. And I have that same opportunity to move my family here to McKinney when my daughter's really, really young and give them the same life that my family gave me here in McKinney.
A current lineman gives his opinion on the future of the program.
First day, he set the tone. Everyone was curious to meet him, had a lot of questions, but I think since first day he set everyone straight up, and it's making us excited for this next season. Far with the actions that he's done and the things that he's told us, it puts a lot of trust into him as a coach, and I firmly believe that we'll do a lot next season.
You know, we're going to raise the standard at McKinney High School. I think my vision is to do things better than they've ever been done before at McKinney High School. And we've got a hashtag, it's called Gold Standard. So you're going to see that all over the place, especially on social media. We're going to do things with the utmost integrity, and we're going to be successful.
We are excited to see how the Gold Standard will raise the bar on McKinney High for years to come. This has been Charlie Taylor and Champ Presley reporting for MHS1.
That's all for our sports update. Back to you guys at the desk.
Hey Tyler, do you have a date to Warp yet?
No, I was hoping to ask a broadcasting boy. And lucky for us, we get to find out what they're all about.
And here to bring us more is Kim Vega, Charlie Taylor, Jimmy McGowan, and myself.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
That's all we have for you today, Lions. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at MHS Mainstream.
And make sure to listen to the Mainstream podcast on Spotify or on our website at mainstreamnews.com.
And remember, if it's news
and it's at McKinney High School,
it's MHS1.